Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of the No ID podcast. It is I, Ron Davis. I have here a personality that I came across through social media here. And if you ain't seen her page, look at it. All right. She dropped some bombs. She dropped some gems. She's seemed like a fun spirit, man. So I got to give her flowers while we're on this show. I have the one and the only, that YAYA lady. How you doing?
I'm good, Rom. I'm good. Good. Thank you for inviting me and reaching out to me. I'm so excited, and I appreciate all the kind words on my page. I try and be that person you described. I try.
I think we don't try no more. I think we just gotta be who we is. But I feel like you like the real, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I've been seeing like your little backdrops and stuff on Instagram. With it, I just saw one earlier today, but we'll go into that one.
Okay. So I know, you said you reached out to me regarding the video about making the date, right?
Yeah, but it was like a 2-minute clip. I saw it on the Spiritual World on Instagram, and it was a 2-minute clip about the guy was really pursuing you. It was actual phone conversations. He set up a date. He knew he was busy. You didn't like Italian food, but he made reservations already. You was like, damn, but I got to eat a potato and a salad. That's what I'm going to do. You was excited to go buy a dress on your lunch break, too.
It's true. So what it was is that hadn't happened in so long, you forget that it happened. And it was just like, we as women have kind of taken up the slack for men when it comes to courtship.
Mm-hmm.
And we have done it for so long that we forgot that things like that happened. And it was my reaction to it that kind of brought it out of other women. Like, I forgot that happens too. Or when has that ever happened? Because we've just become so complacent. And it just was so refreshing that I didn't have to think about anything. You know, I didn't have to take control. I didn't have to make it happen. And he showed like he cared and he was interested. So many guys are just so blah about dating. He just went all the way in, didn't even hide it. Like, I want to see you.
Yeah. Speaking from a man, like when you're actually interested in somebody, you go all out. Meaning, like you will go all out. Like I personally have gone all out. And I'm talking about asking not just food allergies, if they vegan, vegetarian. I even go as far as, look, you know, where do you live at, your zip code? And I try not to go too far for radius, because, you know, late at night, you don't want nothing to happen. So we meet up at the spot. You know, I've done those things, but I don't know. I think my dating is a little off.
If you're doing those things, then it's not off. What do you mean?
I am the friend zone guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm the friend zone guy. At this point,
why do you think you're the friend zone guy?
I've just been put in the friend zone. I had one girl tell me I was too nice. I had another one that actually got back with her. Well, she didn't get back with him. I didn't hear from her for like maybe 2 weeks. And then I go on Instagram and she was with somebody else. And I was like, okay, you know, it's whatever. I had another one recently. Ooh, this was so bad. She asked me to buy her an MCM bag.
Her MCM bag?
MCM bag. It's like a $600 bag, and that's the on sale price.
She asked you to buy you one? She asked you to buy her one?
Mm-hmm. No first date, no nothing. Just my birthday's coming up. I want an MCM bag. I was like, you know, I don't know what it stood for, but $600 on sale. We ain't been on no date, no commitment, no nothing. No, it ain't gonna happen.
I think those letters aren't worth that amount of money at all. I don't think that's worth it. Yeah. Do you? I'm trying. Okay.
You can have fun. We just talking.
The guys that I friend zone. This is what happens with them typically.
Okay.
They let too much time pass to let me forget that they're romantically interested in me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should be touching me here and there. You should be slipping in kisses here and there. To keep that romantic thing. Because if you don't remind me that you're interested in me sexually as a woman, that I'm attractive, then friend zone it is. Because there's still some classic things to dating that we like to forget. And one of them is like a woman wants to feel desired by a strong man. And that's part of it. Letting her know that you're interested in her. Like, I'm not trying to be your friend. Just know that.
Okay.
Is that what happens?
Sometimes it does. I actually had a bad one too, and I'm gonna write a joke about this. When the girl said, "Oh yeah, I'm just coming off of bronchitis," I walk into her car and she tries to kiss me. I was like, "Oh hell no, we not
No, we're not about to do this."
But you know,
it worked on somebody though. Somebody wanted to kiss her with all that phlegm in her chest. Somebody.
No, sometimes the time does go past. I do try and make a notion to make a phone call, send a text message. And then I don't know if it's conversation or I don't know, but I think it's just sometimes just slips. I know I have one right now. I can really feel like it's not going to be a friend, so it can potentially move to something else. So we got to find a way to work through it because this is my first time dating a single mother, actually, to be honest with you. So
do you have any kids?
No.
What is it about her that makes her, so special that you want to do that? Because that is a big responsibility.
Man, I'm gonna just say it like this. I saw her on Instagram. I was like, dang, she's cute. And I was like, she stays in another city. It's probably like an hour drive from where I live at. She's smart, she's funny, she's beautiful, she's charismatic, she's ambitious, she has a great sense of humor. She gets my jokes, my little crazy conspiracy theories. It's not a moment like I get up and go to work at 6:00 in the morning. She has to work at 8. I'm like texting her, trying to sneak a little phone call in there to reach out. FaceTimes during the night. It's like I can be a little bit more open with her, if that makes sense. Like if you can get me to open up, if you can get me to open up and talk to you about anything, then I get you. And I can sit there and just listen to anything that she'll tell me, like even her past relationships or something like that. Like I could care less about that, about the past relationships.
You really do like her.
Yeah, I do.
How many kids does she have?
Just one.
Where's the child's father?
He's in and out, if that makes any sense, But I try, the weekends that I try and actually, or the days that I actually try and hang out with her, she usually has her son. And when she doesn't, I have a show sometimes. And I can't pass up the show money.
It's a big question. This is the deal breaker. How's the child behave?
I don't know. I never met him.
Not at all.
Nah, I'm a little cautious of that because being that it's 2022, you gotta be a little cautious around kids and things like that. So I ain't even offered to meet him. I know I had an event where it was like a family event while I was actually performing. I was like, maybe we should bring him up there. But nothing came in fruition, so.
How old is the child again?
9.
Oh, child. How long you been dating?
We ain't dating. We only been out on 2 days. It's just conversation. There's no dating, I don't think. I think dating is when you actually put a title on each other.
Oh, and here's the big difference between our ages. When I say dating, that means it's somebody you're going out on a date with. You're not necessarily romantically attached to somebody. Like, if that's not your only one.
Okay, let's
we're
say
just going on dates.
4 months. If that's the age difference, 4 months.
That's not bad. See, yeah, that's not bad at all. I mean, everything sounds like you like her. It's still early in the game. The determining factor will be once you meet the child.
That's true.
Temperament of a child can make or break anything.
You know what's crazy? She had a
What's
birth.
crazy?
She had a birthday party. I feel like I'm getting therapy, so I'm gonna let you take over this. She had a birthday party on a Saturday, and it was 45 minutes from my home, but it was almost 2 hours from her birthday party to my show. I had a show right up in Richmond, and I was just overthinking the birthday gift. So we went. She was turning
Did you like her?
35. Yeah, like I was like overthinking
Did
it.
you
Like,
like her?
yeah, I was like overthinking the hell out this birthday gift, man. I was like, bro, what is she like? I don't want to
Yeah,
get
about that
nothing.
girl.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to get nothing too out there. I said it's only like month 3 of me, trying to pursue her, and I was like, I don't want to go out there and go too crazy, but I don't want to go like too lame. I want to find something right. So I went to Marshall's and bought like a coffee cup, like a throw, and a candle. I come home.
Aw, that is so precious.
I come home. I my I tell my mom like, yo, mom, I got a show. Don't come to this one. Come to the next one. And my mom's like, what did you get her? She said, that looks a little corny. I think the way that everything looked, my original idea was to get a bottle of wine because she likes wine, a Starbucks gift card because every morning she says she needs some coffee, and some flowers. So I ended up getting what I first thought. I ended up returning the stuff to Marshall's, getting that, and then on the way to the birthday party, I actually got like two roses, two 12-piece of
Aw.
roses, and the gift card. And I got a birthday card, and I think it was 2 birthday cards. I don't know. And I made sure I just said, look, I'm sorry. I have a show in Richmond. I do apologize, but I have to go perform. And her birthday party was like in Newport News. But the fact that I drove 45 minutes her way, and then I drove 2 hours another distance just to go do a show, but I wanted to make sure that she got that birthday gift,
She had a
though.
gift for her birthday.
Yeah.
Did you see stars in her eyes when she saw you?
Yeah, I did. And she thanked me for it. She was like, thank you. And I'm really coming a little bit different, coming as a gentleman. I'm not coming, I feel like sometimes when you're a man, like if you stare at a woman for too long, you consider a creep. If you slip up and say the wrong thing in a text message, you're a creep. So, I'm just really trying to, I don't know, try something a little different. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to like be all in her
Actions.
face. Yeah, like I ain't trying to be all up in her face and what you doing, like what you doing, how's work going in the middle of the day, just trying to communicate a little bit differently, but at the same time give her a little bit of space because I don't want to overcrowd. So that make a little.
But y'all been talking for 4 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen her twice?
3.
3 times?
Mm-hmm.
I think you should see her again. Remember, you don't want to get too comfortable with the distance. She wanted to miss you and see you and get excited.
I should. Yeah, you're right.
You should see her. And I would bring the candle and the blanket and all that other stuff. That was a cute gift.
So you saying go back to the store, go pick it back up? Because I returned that shit the next day.
No, go get new shit. You don't got the same shit, but get that shit. That was a cute gift. I'm kind of mad, low key, that they talked you out of it. I thought that was really cute. Because every time she lights a candle, she's going to think of you. The blanket, she's going to think of you. Her little cup, she's going to think of you. And those things that last forever.
Makes sense. So how is dating for you? What happened with the guy off my therapy session? But what happened with the guy that actually set up the date and everything like that?
We still see each other.
Oh, word.
We still see each other. We've been seeing each other for a little over a month now. We see each other about once or twice a week. We do. We see each other all the time. Matter of fact, we went to escape room the other day. And then the day before that, we went to a comedy show. What else did we do before that? We went to the Luminarium. Like we're seeing each other. We're having a really good time.
I saw like the dimples and the smile just get even wider when
he makes me blush. But we are taking it slow. You remember, old heads, like we take our time. But once we're committed, we're committed. But we're just like, I'm not trying to rush. You're not trying to rush. I'm not trying to rush either. So let's just enjoy each other and see what happens.
So what would be like an ideal first date? Like, what would be like, would you do something like out the normal, like, dinner, or would you do something that's not normal?
I can't stand dinner. I can't stand doing dinner dates. I love the fact that he made reservations, but I'm not a fan of dinner dates because it ends up being like an interview. I am more of an activity person. If you can experience something new with me, like the Luminarium, that was something fun. The mystery, the escape room, that was fun and that was different. Recently I went on a date with somebody. We went for a hike down the street somewhere. I love that kind of stuff. I love being adventurous. I can feed myself, and it doesn't take a lot of money either. When you do adventurous stuff, it really doesn't take a lot of money.
That's true. I took a girl to a wrestling event one time, a little local one out here.
Oh man!
For the first day,
fun.
She's like, I don't think I'm gonna like it, and we ended up going, I think 3 months straight. But then, I guess the dude that she wanted to be with ended up sliding in the DMs, and yeah.
How'd you find out about that though?
I found out about that. She told me. She was like, yeah, I'm getting married. And then she got married, and then she went underway. So I was like, oh, well, I wish you nothing but the best. I'm not going to.
Well, at least she left you for like her husband, not some just, joke of a dude. There's a good reason.
Yeah. But
that should make it feel better.
But first dates are like the tricky one. Like, when you go out to eat, it is an interview. You ain't worried about your food. You ain't worried about stuffing your teeth. You ain't worried about your breath after you eat the meal. But when you go and do like an adventure date, like, wrestling or the skate room, I went to a batting cage one time.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's just something you got to do outside the box. I had an OG tell me this one time. He's like, don't ever take her to the movies because you're going to try and hold her, cuddle her, and y'all going to try and focus on the movies. He said, don't take her out to eat because something can get in your teeth. You're going to focus on your breath. He said, try and do something where y'all can actually just vibe. He said, whether it's like pool, bowling. He said, just think outside the box. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
And think about thinking about outside of the box. If you take a person on a date that's outside of the box, you get to see how they react to change. That's a big thing. If you go and do something that you like to do, and if they complain and fuss the whole time, cut it off. This is the last date. We're not compatible. This is something that I like to do, and you're not even trying.
Have you ever had like a bad first date? It was like, all right, we're good.
Oh man, have I? The first date that I had. First, the guy, he looked older in his photos, right? He looked like he was 50. When I showed up, he looked like he was 72 years old. I am not joking. He was like 6'4", 72 years old. He had some health problems, so he looked really sick on top of that. Like, you didn't look anything like your photos. So then he had on, I kid you not, he had on those shorts that come below your knee with the creases in them. He had on Jordans. He had on a white tee, a fat chain around his neck, and he had on a baseball cap. This dude was 72 years old, looking like a 90s rap star. I'm like, I can't do this at all. I can't do this. We get into the place for dinner. He yells at the waitress because they didn't have hamburger meat tacos. He told me that he was going to meet somebody that was going to introduce him to a woman in, I think, Thailand that he could marry, and just they would pay $50,000 and he can get him a wife that he can move back to the United States. And if I want him, oh no, there's more. And if I want him, I got to let it be known now, because once he gets on that plane, I have no say in who he picks. But if I pick before he goes, then I get to have say, and she'll know that she's the maid and not the wife. So I need to get on board with this right now. Who yelled across the room at this lady who had no booty. Like, I didn't know people didn't have booty anymore. Like, this is a grown man that's saying all this. What was the next thing that he said? He saw somebody back into somebody's car, and then he tried to, like, hustle them into paying him to keep quiet. And at first I thought he was joking, but he was not. He was dead serious. And I think that's 75% of the date. I don't even think that's all of it. I don't even think that's all of it.
It's only happened in a few hours on the first date. I guess it's safe to say you didn't do date number 2, right?
I can't hear you.
I guess it's safe to say you didn't do date number 2, right?
No, there's no date number. That dude, he had the nerve to ask me when I was walking out of the restaurant. He's like, so you want to go meet and get some ice cream down the street? No, I do not. I don't think we're compatible at all. Thank you. He was so heartbroken and confused. Like, I don't know how you could be confused, sir. You told me I got to go help you pick out a wife. Like, I don't get that at all. At all. At all.
I don't mean to laugh at your pain, but
you should, because that's all you can do at this point is laugh at it. That's all you can do.
Because I think my worst one, the girl gets in the car. She didn't have a car. She asked me to go up the street to buy some weed with her. And I say, I don't think this is going to work. You know, I'm just lying. I'm trying to think of every excuse about why I don't smoke a drink. I don't want to be around it. If you do it, that's you. I'm thinking of every excuse about like why I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, I drive a government car. You know, they check my plates.
I'm allergic.
Yeah, I'm allergic. She said, why you can't go get me no can't go. Well, can you at least give me the money to get it? And I'm like, I don't think that's going to happen.
Why is everybody trying to trick you? Like, why? What is going on? Why is everybody in your pocket? What do you drive?
A Mustang.
Is it a fire, though? Mustang, though?
It is.
Oh, it looks like you got money when you drive that?
Facts.
I got you. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, too. She was like, yeah, come get the weed. I was like, no. After I said I wasn't getting no money, we just sitting outside. She got a whole attitude, man. I'm like, I'm like, all right, I got to leave or whatever. And I left, bro. She sent me like the longest text messages. For anybody got an iPhone out there, if you get a text message that's so long, it's like like 3 arrows in the right corner of that text message you hit. And it literally is another paragraph of the same shit afterward.
What did she say? In all these paragraphs.
She's like, you just came over here to think you wanted to get some sex. I wanted some weed. That's why I don't be messing with you broke ass niggas. And I'm like, God damn.
But you got her weed though, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
No. That's when it was illegal. No, you're not bringing. No, I'm not fighting for my freedom, trying to please you. No. I
had a feeling that when you went over there, it wasn't going to be weed that you bought. The way she reacted, that wasn't going to be weed.
Nah,
it was going to be something else.
No, going to be weed. I'm like, nah. But the crazy thing is, like, a couple of years later, I go on Facebook dating, which I would never recommend ever. And I see her, and we got a lot of mutual friends up there. And I was like, let me just go ahead and block and delete Facebook dating because this shit.
I don't want to see her on the banner. People you may know, no, quick. No, I don't even want her to see that on me.
No. And then no. And I didn't wrote jokes about her. I'm pretty sure she didn't seen them online somewhere. But no, we ain't doing that.
It's so funny that you said that because the other day I did it live. And you know how many people said that they met their spouse on Facebook dating?
Really?
A lot. That seemed to be the most popular, like, social interaction to find somebody. Facebook dating.
I think it's the worst.
Why you think it's the worst?
Because, man, we just chatting it up like the homies. So I forget to change my profile picture up there. I think I had it 9 times, and I'm at a point where if I was to create another Facebook dating profile, that I have to put in a ticket and they got to review why I keep deleting it. But I'm like, yo, it's just so horrible. I forgot to change my profile, so it's actually me and Michael Kyer sitting side by side beside each other. Like I got a picture of him. I got my face mashed down. It's Michael Kyer. Profile literally says comedian on it, podcaster. On my regular Facebook profile, of course, I created a profile. I get a girl and we're like chatting, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm a comedian too." I'm like, "Oh, are you performing locally around here?" She was like, "No." I'm like, oh, so you out of the state, the country? No, I never did stand up before, but I feel like me hitting you up, you can help me with my career. I have hours of material. And then she was like, tell me a joke. And I was like, well, do you know any firefighters? She was like, yeah, I know a firefighter. Well, I said, go set your house on fire because I'm not just going to tell you a joke off the rip. But like, it's weird. It's weird. Facebook dating sucks, man. If they sponsor me, I do apologize, but it sucks. It really sucks because you get curious, like, oh man, she knows such and such person. Let me go look her name up or something. It sucks, bro. It
But
sucks.
that's the part that I like, though. You can look up somebody and their business. Like, I can get the lay of the land from your profile. Like, right now, there's no questions, if, and, or buts. I can see how you dress. I can see how you act, what you post, who you know. And it keeps it simple. I like that. That's why I like Instagram, too. And as
Okay.
far as, like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said, oh, okay. I was agreeing with you.
I tried to do stand-up one time, and I bombed so bad. It was horrible. You talk about over cocky. I got up there and my brain like fried. And I literally had to walk off the mic saying, I forgot everything I was supposed to say. So I'm going to walk off the stage now. Thank you. And was done.
You ain't got back on the stage since.
No, I have not. I have not. There's no reason to do it. I don't know how y'all do it. You're better than me. It takes a lot of courage to do stand-up, and you have to be so smart and quick.
I think you need to get back on the stage again, honestly.
I tried it. It was the longest 30 seconds of my life.
I think you need to get back on that mic. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You just if you just talk about dude with 72 with the Dougie Fresh chain and the Jordans and the baseball cap, I think you got something right there. You know what I mean?
What year is this? I need to know.
Got the big doogie chain on and the baseball cap. He's 72 and he trying to hustle up a hit and run. Like, I think you need to I really think you need to get back up there. At least take a comedy class or something and get back on.
It is true. It's not as easy as you guys make it look. You make it look easy, but it's really, really not. It's a lot of moving parts involved.
I got blemishes on my record. I've had a bad show. I had a bad show and I took a girl there, and it just.
Oh, how did that go?
I got heckled. This lady was heckling me for like 3 weeks. Every week I was going to the same room. She just kept heckling. And I think the third week I was like, yo, your legs look like wrapped up sleeping bags. And they just, boom, turned the mic off on me. And I had, got to take that walk of shame back to your seat. And me and the girl just left. And I was like, yeah, you just don't have bad shows like this, we can go get something to eat. No, we just left a bar. That's where the open mic was at. So it was at a bar. So like, yeah, we go get a bar or something, we can go get something to eat at another bar, She's like, nah, I think I'm going to just go home. So I had to redeem myself. I was like, yeah, I'm going back up to this room again. They end up canceling.
Did you come watch the show?
No. I posted it on my Instagram and, I started seeing like a massive like, hey, click the link to view this. And I was like, yeah, that went out the window.
Yeah, that was done.
What made
I actually went that night with a guy and we were supposed to do it together.
Mm-hmm.
And his cousin came. And instead of him like being there, like trying to do it with me, he was outside getting drunk with his cousin. So I went on stage and bombed, and he like came out at the same time that I got off the stage and bombed. And you talk about unleashing. You talk about displaced anger. You were supposed to be here with me. You were supposed to do this with me. Never talked to him again.
Well, since you ain't gonna talk to him again, get back on the stage, please.
It's tough. It is really tough.
You technically do it
When did you
now.
start doing stand up?
I did stand up 3 years ago. Started 3 years ago, and then the pandemic came. Of course, you had to get creative and
Yeah.
do virtual shows. So, and I'm actually back now, but in Virginia, when it gets cold outside, nobody come. You still just got to go grind. But when it gets cold, it gets cold. We're in that weather now. Like once I'm in the house,
I'm in the house.
yeah, I'm in the house.
I get it. Like, I'm not
What
going back out.
what made you get into like the TikTok creator realm? Because you're popping on the gram and on TikTok. You out there.
I'm trying. You know that one video that we were just talking about? That video caused me to gain over 6,000 followers on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
within like 3 days. Like, I had no idea that it blew up like that. COVID, like everybody else, stuck in the house. Just stuck in the house, and I just felt like posting. I knew I couldn't do any dances. Like, I know that. I don't have no rhythm. That's all I can do is swim with my hips. So, no coordination. I got rhythm, I have no coordination. So, I wasn't going to try that. I tried the political route, but everybody it was so saturated. I didn't know what else I could say different. And then one day I just wanted to talk about how I found out I was mixed. And then I wanted to share the advice that my mom gave me on Nookie for the first time. And it just turned into a whole different thing. Turned into something completely unexpected. And I'm so here for it.
That stand up. What you doing? You find your own realm.
I don't know about stand up. Why are you trying to push me back on stand up?
I ain't
just
trying to
gotta
push
embarrass
you.
myself. Like,
Who hasn't embarrassed
it
on
was
stage?
bad. Look, it was so bad. Like the DJ said, as I was walking down, this is your very first time ever doing this, huh? Yes, it is. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's how.
I once got on the stage and my stomach was rumbling from something that I ate. And I was like, I don't think this. No, it wasn't spaghetti. And this one I used to drink. So it was like a beer or something. It was like, Lager. I don't know what the difference between Lager and regular beer is, but I don't care anymore. My stomach was just rumbling. I had a fish sandwich too. It was like organic fish. It was like a big ass fish sandwich. I'm like, oh, this is good. And I was like, yeah, this ain't. I was like, I don't. Whew. Ugh. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
So you had bubble guts on stage?
I had bubble guts, and with bubble guts, that one is just.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna come out. I was like, yeah. It was a competition. It's like, yeah, make sure you get people to vote. I was like, I said, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I'm gonna take the L on this one. It's like, I don't think we should talk anymore. I'll be at the next show. I
need to move.
Yeah,
right now. I need to go. Thanks.
Are you excited for like the opportunities and stuff that social media has brought you? Because like I said, you're popping. You got like 9,000 followers. You did the video about the daughter that was traveling with his wife, and I was like, okay, you going to the rim, like you're doing podcast interview. Are you gonna get into like movies and relationship book? Hey, exactly.
I am. Okay, so someone just got at me the other day, and there's like, you really need to run with this. So there is somebody now that's helping with the management, expanding with this. Like, basically, I'm about to get a manager that can help me with this. All this. I haven't taken much advantage of it as I should have, because I just, you don't know what you don't know, but now I know. So there are things that are going into working right now. Right now, I am working on a website, and also like kind of a talk show format every Wednesday on my TikTok show at 8 p.m. We now finally have a name for it. It's Past Perfect with YAYA. So now working on the website, working on this other stuff that goes along with it, trying to expand that a little bit. I am taking acting classes. I haven't gone on an audition yet, but hopefully something will come soon. I want to try and I've been in the local stuff a lot, so I'm trying to get something a little more major. I haven't gotten an agent yet because I still have to work. And then me and my sister putting a podcast together, Bethel and Bethel. We just started like last week, piecing everything together. Ooh. So I'm trying like this. I got to get on this train real quick. I didn't even know it was a train.
Yeah, it's a train. All I can say is just have fun with it. Don't get stressed out. And then I know you was talking about an agent. Look into an entertainment lawyer and start branding your stuff. Yeah, like trademarking logos, the names, copyrights. Like, yeah. And merchandise eventually will come. Make sure you put your own tag in there. Don't have a Hanes t-shirt with your logo up there. That's the worst thing. Like them Whitney Hutton shirts from like, Martin. You wear that shirt one time and then next thing you know, that thing comes from a large, like a medium. Like it is like a whole tank top. It snaps between the legs and shit. Like it's a lot. It does. Don't be afraid to rebrand.
I'll try to have quality stuff.
Don't be afraid to rebrand and get new logos and reach out to people. Right? Yeah, don't be afraid. Hell, like if anything, if you need a laugh or something or some podcast tips, I don't know. I'm not really a genius on podcasting, but I got you.
I mean, you sound like you are. I think you're just playing it down a little bit. Like you got something going on.
Yeah. It took a couple of tries. It took a couple of not weird, but different guests. This is my most tame season in a long time. From the from the dominatrices, the porn stars, the transgender porn stars, the foot fetish models. I had a cougar vixen type porn star. She was like 73 with OnlyFans in the Pornhub.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
How much money was she making?
Oh man, I think she was
How much money was she making?
I think she was like high six figures.
Baby, I wish women would know this. Honey, just be yourself. Because there is a lane for you. There's a lane for you. Don't think too hard about it. There is a lane for you. This lady was making money.
Hell yeah.
Untapped market. Use what you got to get what you want.
She had me glued in on her Twitter. I was like, oh shit, oh nah. So scroll my, yo, she kind of stacked to be up in there. Be up in there.
And you making 6 figures a month.
And I know it's been like I be trying to be professional sometimes too. I'm like, all right, she kind of cute, but I want to get her on the podcast. Let me just do the podcast interview. But yeah,
that's how you get their attention. You put them on the podcast.
Yeah, put them on the podcast and pick their brain a little bit. And I'm like, should I? I'm like, nah, because 9 times out of 10 I won't do it. I'm like, I got to keep it professional. So
good job. You said 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, it's one time that I actually crossed.
Heard that one time.
And that's the young lady from earlier we was talking about. Cause initially I was going to put her on my podcast and I never did.
And then what okay. So what was she going to come on the podcast about? Because she was ambitious. You said that. What was she going to come on about?
She's in the finance. She's like an accountant. And then she was like on the news, the local news here for doing finances and budget. And I was like, oh, okay, let me. Yeah, I said, yeah.
Go ahead and pick up that gift before you go see her. Go pick up that gift.
All right.
Make sure you add flowers into it too.
Yeah, I sure will. Because for people out there that don't know, you don't have to get them delivered. You can go to the grocery store and it's a 2 for $7 sale.
Flowers are flowers. Something pretty is something pretty. You thinking of me is you thinking of me. It's not that hard. You can get you a vase from the dollar store and make it look better if you wanted to.
Tell me about it. And no MCM bags, you know.
No MCM bags, no letter bags. They cost too much.
It's like, no, that don't make sense. I'm so happy for you. I want to see where you're going. I can see you being in a little Tyler Perry movie or something.
I'm trying to get there.
A Tubi movie or something. Shit.
I'm trying to get there. They're Tyler Perry's right down the street, so that's the starting point. And to expand from there, that's the end game actually. To get on that set.
How's the guy that you're dating? He's been very supportive of this.
Oh, very, very, very. So I haven't really settled down with anyone, but the couple guys that I am seeing are very supportive. They actually watch my videos all the time. They actually are very, very supportive. I can't be with anybody who doesn't support me. It doesn't make sense. You can't be in my life. Point blank period. You have to. You don't have to like everything. You don't have to push everything because I know it's a little different, but you got to support me. You can't step on me.
That's facts. Same here. Even if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you don't have to watch every video, comment underneath for every video. If we follow each other on the ground, you don't have to like everything. Just the fact that you follow is enough for me. You know?
Correct.
And don't think
but
that
every once in a while, throw when you look good, babe. You know you're doing a good job. Every once in a while, you got to throw that.
Exactly. Maybe I'll get on the podcast when we get it free or something. But right now,
there we go.
I'm gonna keep shooting that shot. I'm actually about to text her now once I finish with the with this interview.
So when are you gonna ask her out on a date?
Yeah, I'll be asking, but like I said, sometimes she got her son, sometimes she doesn't. So it's not like I can really do that. And the one time somebody suggested, well, maybe you should take her and the son out. I was like, man, it's a little different now, bro. Time's a little different.
Ask her if she's ready for you to meet her son.
Okay.
You're not ready.
No, I'm ready. It's just that I'm cautious.
Ask her.
I will.
You gotta ask. You're like, I would like to meet your son. Are you ready for that? It's not that hard. All she can do is say yes or no.
Facts. Because I do ask about her son's sports events in school and all his activities he's in. So I do ask that. And I do remember his birthday and her birthday, of course. So yeah, I'll do that. It's actually her right now.
Oh, you should answer the phone.
No, it was a text message.
Oh. What y'all texting about?
She was like, hey. I was like, hey, how you doing? How's your weekend going? That's about it. Well, I'll pick up the conversation a little bit later.
Okay.
You ever been like not like you've been so in like with somebody you like, man, like you envision yourself like sitting on the sofa eating chicken wings, watching a movie with each other?
Yeah. That happens a lot in Girlhead. A lot. Like we jump there after we get your name sometimes. Aw, Yashika and James. Oh, I love that. We could sit and have matching Christmas outfits together. Oh, yeah. A lot of jump there.
I don't know about matching Christmas outfits, but
you should. You got to put that on the table. That's such a cute thing. Watch. So when you do take that photo, you have to text me it because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I did call you yesterday too. But you
did call me yesterday.
I know it went. I was like, yeah. I said it's a little creepy with me calling her randomly, but we gotta stop overthinking it. So for those before we sign off on this interview, I just want to say thank you. I know you're probably a little nervous about interviewing with me, but I like to appreciate you for jumping on this interview. I like to thank you for giving me some game and some knowledge on a lot of things. I'm going to take that. And then when I finish with this interview, I'm actually going to text him like, yo, you won't believe who I had on this podcast.
Nice.
So
there's a delay. I know I'm saying it so late, but there's such a delay.
But
you're freezing. Like the more and more we talk, the more and more you freeze.
Man, oh my God. Yeah, it's Riverside. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
What does that mean? Oh, it's the app. It's the app that's messing up.
Yeah, man. I hope they listening to this interview because they didn't cause me about 5 episodes with their shenanigans.
Yeah, it's a little like the more and more we talk, the harder it gets. Like you pause, and then I'll get every other word.
It's okay. Yeah, and then when it actually comes out, it's gonna actually come out real clear. But the way that me and Riverside have been going on the last 3 weeks, they didn't cost me 5 episodes of this season.
Because it just didn't come out right at all.
No, they lost the audio for 5. They lost the video for 1 that I recorded back in June because I pre-record my shit because sometimes I don't feel like doing anything, so I'll pre-record and keep it tucked away, and then we'll try and release it. And they wouldn't finish processing something from June. It just got uploaded last week. And I'm like, yo, come on now. They can't. Like when I was with Zoom, I didn't have this problem, but the audio and the video quality with Zoom was nowhere compared to this. Riverside needs to step this shit up. I'm gonna just keep it real.
Right.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine how many people are on it now? Like, we just got on it. Me and my sister, we just got on it.
Yeah, man. You might have to migrate to like a StreamYard or something. Honestly. But just try it out.
Something.
Yeah, you can be on a free trial anyway. I think I tried to cancel it one time. They gave it to me for $5 a month, and then I canceled and came back. I was like, nah, this is what it is.
You don't want to do it no more?
No, I don't.
When's your next stand-up?
My next stand-up. So, I'm glad you said this because I put all my stuff on my page. My next stand-up will be Saturday. I'll be doing an open mic in Richmond, Virginia. To try and tune up because on my page right now, I'm actually in Kenan Thompson's Funniest Comics Competition, 13th Annual Comics Competition.
I saw that.
So I gotta tune up some material and make sure I get it crisp and iron out because from that competition I gotta perform here in Virginia, and then you go to Charlotte, North Carolina, and they give you a free audition to Saturday Night Live and $10,000 if you win the whole thing.
You can audition for Saturday Night Live?
You can, yeah. I actually have to pack it.
So what? It's an audition for Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to do it, right?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I?
The delay had me delayed on what you were saying. So
yeah, I plan on doing it. That's a free audition that you get with Saturday Night Live. I have no agent. It's pretty much me paying out of my own pocket for all this stuff. I'm 100% independent. But with the audition, you get a free audition and $10,000. And I actually networked with somebody that actually gave me the email to get the packet to Saturday Night Live audition. So I actually have the packet as we speak. So I mean, it's about to intensify in the next couple of months. You know what I mean?
Have you, God, the audition for Saturday Night Live, that is such a magical thing to me. I am such an awe about that.
I know. My favorite comedian, Eddie Murphy, started off there, man. That's woo. Eddie.
The best of the best started on there. A couple years ago, I thought I was going to go see Saturday Night Live. Mm-hmm. And they're like, tickets are sold years in advance. I don't know what you thought you were doing, but, okay.
Yeah. It's hard. It's easier to be on the crew than it is to actually get a ticket. The tickets are like so, yeah. Good luck with that one. You can probably get an audition and be a cast member before you get an actual ticket to the show.
That's my dream, to see Saturday Night Live, if not be on the show.
But you can always go to Wild 'N Out. He's always looking for somebody on Wild 'N Out.
Oh, Wild 'N Out is a beast. I gotta build up to Wild 'N Out. Wild 'N Out is different.
It's a little different.
They be roasting. I can't hang with roasting all the time.
It's not that hard.
It just takes one, and I'll be, I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to do this.
It's not that hard. When you get home, once you finish, look up Roast Me on All Def Digital, and you can roast. You can get the best out of somebody. I promise you can. I do it all the time. You can get the best out of somebody.
That's a battle, though, boy. Just take one thing. Like, I went too far. Sorry. I didn't even talk about your mom like that. I'm sorry. I didn't know she actually died. Oh, that's messed up.
Well, yeah, I appreciate you. And I know you're going to be doing some big things pretty soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you inviting me on the show.
I
definitely want you to invite me back so I could hear about your Saturday Night Live audition.
I will. And you know what? When you have your show,
okay,
I got you.
Definitely will. You take it easy, and I appreciate you having me come through.
Thank you. You have a good one. All right.
All right. You too.